including the sports lovers.
And you know what? Dreamcast was a very popular console.
It is.
And people still talking about it.
Of course.
If they were to come out with a Sega 2, I think Sega Dreamcast 2, Sega has to be smarter than what they did back in 99. They got to build something that could play a DVD, of course, right? Mm-hmm. That's standard.
That was the nail in the coffin. I showed you the video, too.
Maybe a Blu-ray feature or something, which is
That'd
great.
Be something. Make that the demand for gamers,
Make it compatible to play with old Dreamcast games.
That we need. That is a must. That is the demand for gamers. We have this expectancy that if one console can do it, we expect it from all consoles.
Look, Xbox can still play
starting with
games
PlayStation 2, I'd say.
From the 360. I can still play games on 2004, 2005 on my Xbox.
But I was told that it's limited, right?
Yes.
That's the downside.
Yeah, because you know what? It's all about making money in this business.
Definitely.
And they want you to buy the new games. Because if no one's going to buy the new games, then what's the point? Right?
I know, but we have this new expectancy where we expect it to be backwards compatible. If you cannot compete with that, you will fall.
Oh, they can definitely have the technology to do that. But
one of the reasons why Wii is right now #1, and so is PlayStation 2, why it lived for 10 years.
PlayStation 2 is still around. It's still making money.
Well, they stopped. Well, sure it makes money, but they no longer make games. The latest game that to my memory, was Sonic Unleashed. Because Sonic was so desperate, they said, we're going to even release Sonic Unleashed for the PlayStation 2, and, well, Unleashed was a bad game and they failed. I was looking at 10 minutes, 15 minutes of cinema, and the running was just left and right, strafing or panning. I preferred Sonic Adventures 1 and 2 with a free roam movement. Even Sonic Heroes and Shadow...
What about the games that are coming out in the future?
Let's talk about that. That is what's... that's a hot topic on everyone's mind. Or at least on the side.
I personally want to buy Donkey Kong Returns.
Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Yeah, for the Wii. That's gonna be a pretty nice one.
Me?
I actually have the Nintendo Power issue covering it. And
I know, I see that. I love it.
So they're making a revival game for...
Donkey Kong Country, yes.
Really, for the Wii?
Yes.
Alright.
Right now, E3, Nintendo especially, wants to focus on retro revival, because many of the older gamers are missing out because of the influx of casual games.
And also because it's been a while since the Wii started selling. So they pretty much want to keep the console alive.
Has started selling? What do you mean?
I mean, since the console came out.
Oh yeah, 2006.
Yeah, and so I think they want to keep their console alive.
Console alive, yes.
By reviving their old characters. For
example,
because Kirby
Wii has been around for a while now.
Yes.
4 years.
4 years.
Close to 5.
And it's going to get to the point where they're going to have to come up with a new game system or a new game console.
Definitely.
Would we say that the economy is ready for a brand new console where millions of buyers are going to get a new console? I'd say not yet. So that's why we have to keep
next Christmas.
the Wii alive.
Next Christmas.
Yeah, definitely next Christmas because the 3DS...
Small steps. Yeah, small steps. The 3DS.
Yeah, the 3DS is coming out in March in 2011.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And that's the new handheld that it's going to have 3D 3D effects.
Did you hear about the launch title that's going to be on 3DS?
Yeah, Kid Icarus.
No.
Zelda...
No, the very first. They wanted to make Metal Gear Solid 3 as the port release.
Oh, yes.
That is something. That's amazing.
Yeah, and the thing about the 3DS is that it's gonna have a lot of third-party support.
Exactly.
It's gonna be Street Fighter on there. There's gonna be Metal Gear Solid.
Mega Man Legends 3, finally.
Yeah.
Legends 2, not as good. Legends 1, terrific. But I want to see Mega Man in 3D, finally.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of third-party support, so it's gonna be more successful than the DS, probably. But it's gonna be like $300. That's really...
Yeah, I saw the price. People are edgy about that, and I thought we've learned our lesson with the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, definitely, because it's a handheld. It's not a home console.
Exactly.
What is this again?
The 3DS.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me explain the 3DS for our viewers and anyone who doesn't know. The 3DS will be another DS handheld console, but the special features is the screen will be in 3D without the use of 3D glasses, just like the movie innovation with increasing 3D in IMAX. You can be able to move the DS in some games, hopefully maybe all or some, and the screen will move with you. So if you were to tilt your DS left or right, so will the camera. and the 3D visuals.
Ah, okay, that's a great concept. You know, games are going to become 3D now. I think they're gonna start releasing 3D.
Well, that's
consoles.
what the business thinks.
Because right now movies are in 3D.
Yeah,
3D is the way to go.
But TVs will have 3D with 3D glasses.
Yeah, they already are coming out with them.
So I think businesses are thinking 3D is now the newest innovation.
Wow, what a long way from playing that Atari video game that I played a few nights ago, where I couldn't even see the person because the graphics were so
your imagination.
bad.
Well, let's go back to Magnavox. For graphics, we had to put TV laminated overlays for graphics, and back then it was just two little.
You just move 2 dots.
That was it. You can even go into your opponent's side and cheat if you want. But back then, for graphics, it was little overlays.
That's insane.
1972, I believe. Yeah, it is.
So we've come a long way.
Yes, we have.
Yes, you know,
It's only been about 42 years, I think.
Wow.
I made a list.
You think anybody is still playing that 1972 game?
Definitely.
I will in a few months. I need to get the game for the club.
All right, describe your club a little bit. Have you described your
Well,
club?
I just want to. Okay, I'll bring it up then. My club is the Otaku Club, where we look at Japanese animation, video games, Japanese comics, and internet consumer culture with the otaku's point of view. Because otakus and nerds were one of the first to really settle into the internet. And I like to show all aspects of that. And every week I want to have a balance of all of them. I don't want one more focused than another. But I know that I'm a gamer, so that would receive more attention than others. And then if there was someone after me, if they liked cosplay even more, then cosplay would be given more attention. So that's what I saw. I was inspired by an anime called Genshiken. And that is what I want my club to be like. So I guess for this radio show I want to advertise the Otaku Club for all Felician College students. Well, I guess before we go, we're almost out of time. Let's have each of us recommend 2 games for our viewers. Juan, you go first.
Well, I would definitely, for people who are not into first-person shooters, go get BioShock. That's a great game that...
I need to get that game.
Yeah, that's a great game that is probably gonna convert you into an FPS fan. Especially if you don't like that genre too much.
Some people would be iffy to it,
Yeah.
I do like it though.
I wasn't too much into it before BioShock.
Nice.
I played it and I'm open to play more FPS games. So
Yeah.
definitely. Other games. Keep going. Let me think. An underrated game.
Another. You want to say an underrated game? All right.
No. Keep going, and then I'll remember.
Should I jump in and then just jump in when you have that next game ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2 games I would recommend, both RPGs. The first one I'd recommend for all DS owners is Dragon Quest IX.
Oh.
I've played it in the bus getting here. I've been playing it pretty much every day. Oh, I need to go to Wi-Fi so I can get the new weekly features for the online shopping thing. Dragon Quest IX, I think, is a terrific start into the series for new gamers. It's got many features from the older Dragon Quest games, and you'll be able to fight every single final boss in the games. You can fuse weapons together, change a class, upgrade your weapon skills. I'd say this is perhaps the largest amount of innovation of Dragon Quest into one, but I'd say the one that got me in love with the games is the story-driven Dragon Quest V, Hand of the Heavenly Bride. The other game is Chrono Trigger, Chrono Trigger, another perfection of RPG. I believe it was 1995. And with that game, well, I bring it up now because I just realized that in the games, the 3 sages, or the 3 gurus in the game, were named after the 3 wise men. And I thought, that's amazing, and now I memorized their names. Balthazar, Jaspar, and Melchior. The 3 old wise men in the Bible are in this game, and I thought, wow, that's so subtle and so amazing. What a terrific way to enhance the game. But Chrono Trigger is a terrific RPG with about 13 different endings, and you can be able to get a natural love for the story. You can be able to beat the final boss of the game at any time, even when you're just alone. But it's a terrific RPG series with Chrono Cross. All right, Dan, what do you recommend?
Okay, for sports gamers, NFL, Madden 2010 is an awesome game system. Unbelievable graphics. I think it's probably the best sports game out there at the moment right now. Second one, Donkey Kong Country. Yeah,
I love it. If you wouldn't say it, I would. Oh.
Yes, Donkey Kong Country. Whatever console you have, if you haven't played it, you must.
You must.
It's a classic game, and
you won't regret it. Because of that.
You won't regret it.
Love it. Do you have the other game? Or if you don't, just say another game that you love.
Well, I would say if you're a new gamer and you have missed out on old school games, I would say go for Mario Bros. 3.
That's considered one of the best games of all time, and people say debatably the best is Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
That's actually,
I love that game.
That's actually my favorite game of all time.
Ooh, I can't pick a favorite. I can only say what I lean towards. We can also that we've played all kinds of games. Perhaps not, but I'd say that my biggest gravitation would be RPGs and platform.
Yeah, I'm more of a platformer guy, so I would say go for Mario Bros. 3 if you're a new gamer and haven't even played it.
Well, if you're a new gamer and you want to get into 2D, we actually would recommend Kirby. That's an easy platform game for gamers to get into nowadays, because some gamers can't even get into 2D anymore because it's too tough now.
Yeah, but I think Mario Bros. 3 is pretty easy to get into.
My brother has a hard time.
Really?
Yeah, well, I played with friends that are the same age as me, and they cannot even run and jump at the same time. They have trouble with that game now.
Man.
Now it's tough, but if you've grown up there, it's easy, and you can beat it you can beat the game once a day.
Well,
I did that one time.
I still recommend it if you are new into games and you haven't had the pleasure.
Hey guys, I don't mean to interfere, but I have to go meet up with somebody outside real quick.
No problem.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your debut episode.
Well, anytime. If you ever want to jump in, please.
All right. Well, of course, you guys are going to be on the air Tuesdays 3 to 4, right?
Yes.
Live.
And we'll do another show. Perhaps we can do back to back.
Absolutely. We'll have a little marathon to get this started.
I love it.
If you guys don't know, I'm the radio station, by the way, manager, so I can put them
our manager.
Marathon. All right. Thank you guys again for everything.
See you then.
Take care. I'd say that if you do have trouble with Super Mario Bros. 3, jump into Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo.
Well, I haven't played that one, to be sincere.
I must let you try it, and you'll see that it's easy and fun.
That's right. But then if Mario 3 is hard, I think the Super Mario World for the SNES will be more easy to get into.
My little brother played Super Mario World, and he was very bad at it. Then he got much better. He did save states, and then he beat the game. But then when I see him on the before-after, I was in tears of excitement when I saw him get good at Super Mario World, an age-old game, a game that he said it was too hard. Now he can do it. I want to introduce him to all these old games now.
Well, the thing is that the NES games were harder than were tougher than
2 continues. That's it. 2 lives. That's it.
Yeah. The NES
password system. Ha ha. Sorry.
The NES games were pretty much tougher than the SNES games, and then after time, after each console, the games started to get a little more easier. But yeah, I would say that if you cannot deal with Mario 3, go with Super Mario World.
That is perhaps an easier game.
Yeah,
it is smoother too.
And you got Yoshi.
Of course, that's what Shigeru Miyamoto wanted in the first place. The NES could not support a dinosaur. Or a dragon in this case, but now with the SNES with 16-bit graphics, definitely. Oh, I'd say lots of terrific games. In our show, we will talk about every generation of gaming in every angle that we can think of, and in a very organized manner, of course. We don't want to overload and be spontaneous about it, but I want to say that we are lovers